Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Let's your friends come in, and we will start. So we have something to share today as our workshop contest for this long run of sessions of various classes. So similarly for the gaming with Unity, also we kept some contest for you. You can participate and you can take advantage of the workshop give ups. Good morning. Good morning, Kaushik. Good morning, Nataraj. Good morning, Karthik. Good to see you here. Good morning, Kaushik. So, our social media links are given in the description. You please go there and you like our page, and you will be connected with us on the social media. So, whenever we plan something like this workshop, even if you are not getting notified from elsewhere, you will get notified from the social media. So links are given in the description of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter link. You just go and like, and you can follow us on the Twitter. And don't forget to use the hashtags so that we will filter out our um, our different sessions with that. So for the gaming with Unity, you make a hashtag gaming with Unity, or practically gaming with Unity. Okay. So some of your best contents shared by you, if you tag practically, so we will be able to share from our social media handles. Okay. So these are the contest conditions and how you can join and participate. So you are already participating our summer workshop. Today we are at the 11th session and second last session. We have one more to go, and if you participate, and I will give you feedback about you. Okay, and all the activities you have done throughout the session, and most of your names are common to me in the Slack channel. Okay, so I can we are involved in some discussion in Slack channel, and I know some of you. Okay, so some of you are very involved in our live session as well, and the links are given in the description about our social media links. You can go, you can like, you can follow us there, and with practically app, if you share something tagging the practically that particular page or social media handle, we will be able to see that. So your friends will be knowing you are doing some cool stuffs, and we will be also proud to share that with our friends. So there will be lucky peoples who will get some exclusive bumper prizes. There you have to share your contact details also, which I think we already have with your with the form that you filled up for us. Google form. So we will connect you by email. So rest of the workshop contest terms and conditions, you can see winners will be announced before June 30th. Okay, so you will receive prizes before July 31st, and your XP will be increased in the app according to your shared performance. So you need to be an active member in the Practically app also. So for any query, if you want any customized course, or if you want to know more about anything or about this contest, you can always mail to us, that is hello@practically.com. I think few days back one of your friend asked me how he can connect with the Practically about taking a session for particularly for augmented reality. Okay, so if you are here, you can note down this email address and you can write to us. Okay, so this is something to cheer you up about the learning. You don't need to give any written exams or anything about what you have learned. If you share something cool, we'll get to see that, and that will define your learning up to now. Okay, so I hope you understand that, and let's get started for today. So today we will talk about how we build the game, okay, and how we make a executable format of our game. Okay, so now we are playing our game when we are in the um, engine itself. So when we go out of the engine, we can't play our game. It takes time to load the game, or for testing the frame rates and everything, or whether your platform is capable of playing the game. You can always build the game and check. It's you can test it, and if you are satisfied with the output that you are getting, you can make a final build of it, and accordingly we will see if we can cover the mobile input today. Okay, so without further delay, we can get started. So let me down my video and I will take you into Unity. Okay, so uh, here we are right now. Okay, so I've shown you how to add more lap tiles and or track tiles to increase your play area for your game. And now today, so we have 3 scenes. If you remember, we discussed already. Those are uh, those in the karting and scenes, and there are intro menu, load scene, main scene, and win scene is there. So there are 4 different scenes. What you have to do is we have to see how we can bind all the scenes together, and all the interaction will be happening from the backend. How we can control that. Okay, so Unity, I already shared in the first session that Unity is a cross-platform game engine. So what is a cross-platform game engine. Okay, so I'll just go live. I'll search for something. Okay, so what does it mean by cross-platform? I hope you understand that. Yeah, so if I take this picture, we have Android, iPhone, BlackBerry, HTML, Microsoft. Okay, so these are platforms we say. Okay, different platforms for a mobile phone, our computer, or console. Okay, web browser, which is HTML5, and these are the platforms we say. So Unity is a game engine where you develop it in one area. Maybe I'm working on a Mac, you may work on a Windows, but someone may work on Linux or Ubuntu. It doesn't matter, they can build their game for any of the platform. Okay, so it's something like you develop it once and it will be playable for any of the platform we have. Okay, and to understand it better, when we installed Unity Hub, if you remember, when we were installing, at that time it was asking, we add and install, go to install, and it is asking us to add the platforms. Okay, now you see we have Android build support, iOS build support, tvOS build support. So tvOS is a OS from Apple, okay, for their TV. Linux build support. Okay, so the building packages are two types, IL2CPP, and there are other mono as well. Okay, so you can use any of them. Then Mac build support, WebGL build support, Windows build support, LuminOS. Okay, so if we install this thing, those will be included with our game engine. Okay, now how we can where we can see those. Okay, so I'll go to file, and if I go to build settings, and you will see that there are 4 scenes in my scenes folder for this particular game. So there is intro, main, lose, win. Okay, so those are indexed with, first we want our intro menu to load, then main scene will load, then lose scene will load, then win scene will be there. Okay, and accordingly we have platforms. Okay, so now we are on PC, Mac, and Linux standalone. Okay, so now we are in my system I am building the game for Mac. In Mac platform I am developing it. So if I want to build it right now, it will be automatically built for Mac. So any platform that you are developing your game, that will be an standalone, and that will be the default platform if you don't change it. So how we can change it? Now you see, we don't have tvOS, PS4, or Android or WebGL installed, or iOS module installed. So we only have PC. Okay, now if you see, the target platform is macOS. Okay, which automatically selected because I haven't added Windows build system. And the architecture is, there are 2 different type of architecture now Apple have. One is Intel and one is Apple Silicon. So these are much more technical thing. Okay, which if you don't understand, it don't create any problem for you. Then if you want to build it for a server, so there are some values which you can take advantage of, like create Xcode project, then compression method. Okay, so you don't have to worry about these things. We can simply go, if we hit on build and run. Okay, now it is asking me to create a folder somewhere and save it. I'll select the desktop, and I think so for macOS it will ask for Xcode at the end. Okay, so save as, I'll save it as go-kart. Okay, so I hit save and it will start saving. Before that, we need to streamline some of the things from the player settings. So if we if you are on the build settings, this window, okay, to get this window you go to file and click on build settings. Okay, then if you go to player settings, then a player settings window will be here. Okay, or it will be floating, it will be a floating window. Okay, if I expand this window, it like this. Okay, so now in the player settings it is asking for company name. Okay, so if in any of your mobile app, if you go to the properties of that app or app info, you see all the information related, its version, is the product name of the game, actual name of the package of that in a particular app. Okay, so here I want to keep the company name as practically. Then product name, it is named as a new Unity project. I want to change it as Go Card Rush. Okay, the version is 3.0.0. It doesn't bother me, so I'll keep it as it is. And icon, you can select some icon if you have, like our practically app has practically icon there. Okay, I'll search for a suitable icon if we have. Okay, you can keep it as it is. It will take Unity's default logo. Okay, or otherwise you can quickly search for. I hope there is nothing wrong with my internet. Anyway, so okay, so if you have the any image in your project already, you can. Okay, so I can download this image, this one. I'll save image to download, or I can save the image, save image as practically logo, and I will save it in the desktop and save it. So from the project window I have to import it. So I hope you already know how we import a new asset. So I have this practically logo selected. I'll hit import and we'll import it. And here in the select, if I search for that logo, I hope this practically logo, okay, it came default icon. So don't change the default cursor. So if you are building this game for your any other PC platforms like Mac, Windows, Linux, so it will change the cursor. Okay, cursor means this mouse arrow that you are seeing. Okay, so I don't want that. And here um, some of the technical things that you may change. Okay, but we don't want, because if you mess up with these build setting things over here, it will it will throw errors sometime when it will be building the game. Okay, so let me build here and let's see what happens. So on the desktop, we'll create a new folder. And limit as card build. I'll create the folder, and I'll save the file as go card build. Okay, I hit save. Now it is building the game. So it will take some time. Before that, while it is taking time, I want to take some of the questions from the chat if you have any. Okay, in unit, how you can, okay, so when so it's in the building state, I cannot access the engine right now. Okay, it's doing something, doing its work. So I'll tell you, if you click on any objects over here, if you click on any objects from the hierarchy window, okay, and if you go here, I mean at the inspector window, if you click here on the with the object name, whatever the game object name you have, beside that there is a checkbox. So if you click on that checkbox, that object will be deactivated. If the checkbox is true, or if it is selected, then your object will be visible. Yeah. Suresh, I believe you came here for the first time, or you missed some of the previous sessions. We are using Unity game engine. Kalanji, in some of the cases, if you have the best output of your product, okay, then attendance sometimes doesn't matter. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying. So my file is now built. Okay, now this is an app. So for Windows, it will give you an exe file, executable file. Okay, now let's open this. So I'll double click on it. It will open like this. Okay, I can resize it. No, so I can make it full screen from the settings. So, but for now, I can check the controls and I can play. I can start the game and start playing it. I'll just now we are not in the engine. We have built the game and it is being played from the application. Okay, for Windows you will get an an exe file to play the game, in which build you can share the build with your friends also. You don't need to share the Unity project. Okay, so as you open any application in your system, you can open the game too. Okay, double click on it. It won't ask for installation. You can directly play it on the from the executor. Okay, so you won. Now if I might have lost, it would show, you lose. So I can play again and I can close it. So this is how you build a game. But for the screen resolution and everything, what you have to do is you have to go to resolution and presentation. See here, it is full screen mode, it is windowed. Okay, you can maximize window, full screen window, exclusive full screen. Okay, so you can select anything from here. So how you do it is, um, you go to file, build settings, this window will arrive, and from there go to player settings. Okay, if in player settings it should look like this, and you click on resolution and presentation. You see in the resolution, it is the default screen width and height. You can change it according to the screen how you want. And then some of the parameters are here which may not be available to you, like Mac Retina support, and then supported aspect ratios will be there. Okay, and here also from window 2, if I play the game again, just a second, and desktop. So if I play the game again, I can make a full screen of it, as it doesn't have the best resolution output. That is why it's looking a bit hazy. But anytime I can change the resolution. So if I open it again, okay, you see, okay, now it's almost full screen. Okay, you can make it as full screen, and now you can play the game. So this is how you do it for the building any game. If you want to build it for Android, so for my version of Unity, if I take you back there and if I show you this, if I select this Android, now it is no Android module loaded. It is asking me to download and install with Unity Hub. Okay, so if I click there, it will open the window and it will come up like this. Okay, if I want to install Android, so I can do it manually too. So whatever the engine that you are working on, engine version, so I'm working on this version, I'll click this little hamburger button over here, and I'll go to add modules. I'll click it, and I can add some modules in there. So if I select Android build support, it will download some required Android SDK, NDK, and OpenJDK. Okay, these things. So SDK means software development kit. Okay, then JDK means Java development kit. Okay, so there are some of the default things you may get with this Android build support. And I clicked on that, and I mean selected that and clicked on next. So it is asking me to Android SDK indicate license agreement. I have to accept it anyway. So I'll click on done. And now you see it will start downloading the module. So I may have to close this engine to get it loaded. So I will save whatever changes I have made. And here you see when my game was built, it is showing build completed with result of succeed in 135 seconds. Okay, so Unity, and I will quit. So let it be installed. So some of the things I want to share with you is if you want to install this game on your mobile phone, you have to activate your developer mode and USB debugging mode, and which is there is a security thread is there when you do these sort of things with your device. So if you don't understand if you don't understand about about building things and all, and USB debugging and how it may enable any security threat for your mobile phone Android. Okay, so you have to understand that it will your phone may get hacked in future. So it's a security threat, and I always want you to be aware of that. So any security thing, if you are dealing with your device, then it may harm you in future. So, Nataraj, to if you for iOS and I mean for Apple devices, the steps are a bit tricky. You cannot build you cannot build implicitly, like with the one click we build for these Mac OS. You can build it for Windows with a click. You can build it from Linux with a click for Linux, and for Android things are easy. If you want to build it for iOS, you have to have a Mac system, because Apple's mobile app development support comes from development comes from Xcode, which is Objective C language or Swift language, they say. To build it for your iOS device, you have to have that Xcode developer or IDE, development IDE. So if you don't have that, you can't install you can't install your game for iOS or any application for iOS. So you can try with Android instead. Hope I answered your question. So now you see the Android module I wanted is now loaded. And now I can go back and open the project. Yeah, if you have a virtual machine, I haven't technically checked that whether it will work or not, but most of the time I have seen people doing it, and you will get some tutorial about that's not suggested, but you can do it. Um, in the virtual machine, if you are running Mac OS over there, then there is a possibility that you can do it. So to hide any game object with the code, if you don't want to do it with any code, then you can go to if suppose I have selected this object, or I have selected perhaps the start finish line or any object, or the player itself. Okay, so this is my player. So I selected it. If I want to deactivate, okay, if I don't want it to be present in the current test or scene, I can deactivate it with selecting the object. So now the it is project setting for you, it's in inspector maybe. Okay, okay. Now here you see the name, beside the name there is a checkbox. Okay, so it's true or false, it will accept. It will accept only if it is if you want to deactivate it, just untick it, it will be deactivated, it will be vanished from the scene, but it is in the scene, but it is deactivated. Okay, if you want to activate it again, just click on it, it will be activated. So as our Android module is loaded, go to file, build settings. Now Android is in the second line. So here you can see some of the things like texture compression, build a bundle Google Play. For Google Play you can build it. So run device, it is now all compatible device it's saying. Now in my case, in my device or mobile phone I have, so I have activated developer mode. Okay, so how to enable developer mode, if you want to know, you can search on simply on YouTube or any documentation. It's very simple. Go about of your phone, you will see the kernel version of your mobile phone, and if you tap multiple times, like 5 to 7 times, it will it will it will give you a message that you are a developer now. Now you can come back according to your device, Android device that are you using. You can go to build developer options, and inside the developer option you will get to see that USB debugging. So if you turn on that USB debugging, I'll just connect my mobile phone. So my mobile phone is connected, and if I refresh, I don't get to see anything because my developer mode is not activated. And if I search on Google about developer mode in Android, so it will guide you. You have to go to settings, then about phone. If you software build number or your UI version or kernel version. If you tap on multiple time, it will activate the developer option for you. So go to the developer option and turn on USB debugging, and it will give you important warning about your device may be exposed, okay, with the system that you are using. Okay, so nobody wants that. Your files will be gone anyway. So as you are, I believe you don't have much understanding about what anyone can do with your system or your Android mobile phone or your system. So you have to be aware of security threats. Okay, and the second point is um, your Android mobile phone, it runs an operating system. So that operating system is Android, and Android is like a, it's like a mini computer. Okay, so things that we do on a personal computer, okay, on laptop, okay, the similar kind of commands you can execute with your mobile phone. So it's a very powerful device, and anyone can take advantage of your device remotely, okay, if they are exposed for any security threat. So right now I have activated the build settings. From the build settings, I have in my mobile phone I have activated USB debugging with the developer option on. And now if I refresh and if I check, now it's showing Xiaomi Poco F1, my device. Okay, I can select that, and it says build and run is deactivated. Okay, I cannot build or run, okay, because earlier my platform was, if you see the bar, okay, menu bar, it will show you that PC, Mac and Linux standalone. I have to switch the platform. Okay, so there are two ways of doing it. So I'll show you this option first. So the build settings, Android selected, I'll click on switch platform, and it will take some time to compress and make everything optimized for your Android device. Okay, and there is another way of doing it. Just let the execution start or optimization start. I'll show you the second option. So in this session you may not be getting any interesting things about inside the 3D scene or the engine or any programming, anything, animation or anything, any cool thing. Things are much more technical when you want to build your game, okay, because different type of OS operating system build on or build with different kind of rules and regulations, different kind of execution systems. Okay, those things are much more technical when you, so we have a engine that will support any of the platform. So you have to take care of for the which platform you want to build the game and how you want to get the output of the game in that platform. Okay, so there are things, so some things you always need to take care from your side, which which is customized, like your app name or game name, your company name, those kind of minimum things you have to change when you build your game. Okay, now you see the build setting, from the build settings the build is activated, and there's another way of doing it. So while we open the project, okay, now you see go-kart rush is there. If I click on it, now the project is in open state. It will tell me that it looks like the project Go Code Rush is already open. Okay, so I know that that is open. So if you while you are opening the project, if you want to get it for a different target platform, you can do it by clicking on this current platform. And now I have two platforms available. One is Android and another is macOS. So let me close the project. So the project is closed now. I can open it. So before opening it, before clicking on the project to open it, I'll go to target platform, this over here, and I click on Android. And if I open that project, now it will open the project, keeping the Android compatibility, inbuilt. So this is open now, and if you observe, just a second. So if you observe, you'll see that earlier it was PC, Mac, Linux standalone. Now it is showing Android, because our build is we are building the game for Android. Okay, so with that, I'll go to build settings. Now I can build and run on my device. So I don't know how I can show it to you directly, but for the next session I'll do something to show you on the device that is running. But if you follow some of the steps from here, and if you may find out some of the easy a demonstration of building the things from the YouTube itself. Okay, for your Android, some of the things they will elaborately tell you which you may need or don't need. So I'm telling you all the easy things, or how you easily you can build the game for your mobile device. And now if I click on build, my it doesn't matter if whether you have a mobile phone connected or not. So if I disconnect my mobile phone, so my mobile phone is disconnected, and I'll refresh it, and you'll see that there is no device connected, and still I can build the game. Okay, so default device or all compatible devices, it means my device is not connected anymore, but still I can build the game. Okay, so I'll click on build. It is asking me to save the file. Okay, or save the build file, which is an APK. APK is application, which you already know, which we can install in any Android device. Okay, you go to desktop, in the Go Code build, I'll name it as Go Code Android. Okay, then I'll click on save. Now let's see, I hope some of the times if its platform SDK versions are incompatible, it throws some error, but it should not happen this time, because everything is in line. Let's see. While it is building, I'll take some of the questions. You can share some images of the project or images of the gameplay. Which I prefer is you share a screen record of your game. Okay, so you play it full screen, and if you share that screen record, that will bring more, that will bring more interesting things out of it. Okay, so it's still building, I'm saying. To do this, all use laptop. Okay, I don't understand what you're trying to say, Subhashini. You please be much clear about to do this project. Oh, okay, yeah, you need to use your laptop for to work on this project, or build any sort of game you want from Unity. So it's compiling shader variants. It's these are technical things about the game. So according to your system performance, the configuration, it will take some time or less. Uh, to do this project, you have to use a laptop. Yes. So let it be compiled. If you have any specific question, you can post. We can discuss on it. So if you for a quick recap, how you can add Android, you can go to installs. You can click on the hamburger button or whatever version you want to choose. If you have multiple, I have multiple, that's why it's showing 3 over here. And if my game is currently in build with this Unity version. So with this selected, this hamburger button, I'll click and I'll click on add modules, and I'll select Android build support. Now it is showing that it is installed in my system. That's why it's selected. And if I want iOS, I'll select that and I'll click on done. Now after that it will start installing it. So while my project is open, okay, it's Unity won't allow you to do any changes while your IDE is open. And that is why it's a best idea to save and close your project at first, and after that you add any module to your game engine. So you see, building Gradle project. After this step, we will get the APK or application file for game. Nataraj, you can if you think that your experience or your game is well developed, you can start posting images. So it's not yet, not yet developed as a final. You always can, snap pictures and you can post it, that post with, the working with this game, or working with this game project, like that. So now you see that the go-kart Android APK is there. So it's 28 megabyte file, which you can transfer it, which you can transfer on any other Android device, and you can start playing. Okay, so in the, while you start playing, um, you may face some of the issues regarding the control, because the game controls for any car game or any racing game, it's a bit different from any other game. Okay, the controls a bit different. If you try to build it, in the next session we'll discuss how, if it's not working for your Android system, then we in the next class discussion we will discuss about how you can make it work, okay, with the controls. So this is pretty much that. To give you a quick tip, if you want to post anything on the social media, okay, you can if you want to take some snapshot from Unity, you can, while playing, you can take it. And another way, so now the game is playing. This is not a maximized screen, so it may bother you about when you're taking screenshots. So in the game window, there is a button called maximize on play. Okay, so if I click on this maximize on play, so it's now activated. Now whenever I click on play, from now on it will maximize the screen. Okay, now you will get a brighter and wide viewpoint, view of your viewing screen of your game. It will much more feel like you're playing the game. Okay, yeah, so that is it. I hope you found this class interesting, and you guys are all interactive as well. Thank you for that. And please be safe at home. And the upcoming, we have a last session, the upcoming one. So in the Saturday session, I want you to bring up some of your questions that you want to ask to me, related to game design development, or related to this career path of this game development. If you want to pursue, or any programming related anything, if you want to ask, you please bring those questions, and we will discuss on that. And if you have some other questions related to this field also, you can take a note of it, and you can ask me in the next session. So I want to keep the next session for the discussion, so that you will get some of your questions answered. Okay, it may not be an high expert advice from me, but it may help for you. Okay, to answer quickly for the last one. So Jagruti, what is prefabs? Okay, prefabs are prefabricated file of Unity. So if you have a 3D model, you attach some scripts, you attach animations into it. If you want to save that 3D model with some customized things you have done with that model, You can drag and drop it on the project, on your project window, or any folder, inside any folder in your project window. It will save as a prefab file. Okay, so in technical notation or name, we call those as a prefabricated file. Those are prefabs. Okay, yeah, so that is it. And thank you guys for being a nice audience, and be safe at home, and see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.